I'm very proud to be Indian, especially a Micmac. Indians, I guess, the Micmacs, they roam all over this countryside. As far as I can remember, ever since I've been here, my grandfather and I guess father behind him all came back across here in Maine, even before the line was drawn between Maine and New Brunswick. We roamed the whole countryside way back in centuries ago. I live here in West Chapman, not too far from Mapleton, and we make baskets. All my family made baskets, as far as I can, remember. Well, I got two brother-in-laws here. We're living right now as Harald and Henry. Yeah, which they make baskets too, and they help us. We help each other all along winter. I got my children here, two girls and my wife. And I got my daughter, she's living up here a couple of miles. She got two children, a boy and a girl, and there's 5 of them up here so far. I was brought up outside the reserve, never lived in reserve. But right now, I don't think I'd like to live on reserve. I'm so used to living outside, earning my own way of living. Well, I love the quietness and solitude here. Nobody bothers you. I got a neighbor here probably half a mile, quarter mile away. I got nice neighbors around here. They don't bother you, they don't bother me, and we get along pretty good. Once in a while, they come up to 5 baskets for me. And my job is to haul wood out of swamps and split it up and pound it and make hoops and handles, and Mary makes all the weaving on the baskets.
Well, I'm a laborer, because I wasn't educated to do anything but making baskets and picking potatoes, working on a harvest. I wasn't educated to do any other kind of job, really. Indians did a lot of things in their own way. Their ancestors, they grew corn and they were farmers in their own ways. They had cultures of arts, and there's a lot of things Indians started.
Years ago, we used to get 400 or 500 orders, like 400 or 500 baskets for a farmer, big farmers. Nowadays, you're lucky to get about 50, 60 a year for, a special farmer is still on the hand-picking crew. But years ago, I think 20 years ago, like people used to come over a little early for harvest, like a month or so early, and the farmers they were going to work for or pick for, they used to make baskets for them. Well, right now, there ain't much call for baskets like there used to be. Very few farmers buy baskets now. Very few farmers are hand picking, and a lot of them going into harvesters. Our economy, I guess, is pretty tight, and I think a small farmer can't handle it because take 40, 60, 100-acre farmers haven't got the money. Kind of affects us too. When a farmer gets out of business, like a small farmer, it affects us quite a bit. Small farmers, the ones that hand pick right now, there's very few in New County. The small farmers, that's the guys take potato baskets. I used to work down potato houses here, a little ways down the road, and the few farmers I worked for, they were all, small lot farmers, and they went out of business. I worked about 10, 12 years down here for the farmers, working in their houses. It takes a lot to be a farmer.
We moved here when I was 4 years old. Of course, I don't remember anything about it, but Mom's told us a little bit. We come over during blueberry season. rake berries. And I guess for a couple of years we went back to Canada. A couple of summers. Came back here again for the harvest. But as long as I remember, I've lived in America. All of this here is, at one time, was Indian property. The border is a little less than a mile from here. Runs north and south. And that's what they call the Canadian border. But the North American Indian does not have a border. I have rake berries. And I have done construction work. And I have done counseling, alcohol counseling, which I hope to get back into eventually. I do grading here. Called grading, sticking the culls out. And I've worked with these people here probably off and on, where it's a seasonal job, probably 15 years. I live right here in Holton, which is about 3 miles from here. And this here is a short distance to travel. Usually it's longer, working from the house. This here is quite handy. Yeah, today we have a crew of 8, which 5 are Micmac Indians. 3 brothers, myself, and a cousin. For the Indians, of course, it's difficult. And prejudice is something I think all Indians know. There has been times, I guess, when I've applied for jobs and I really think that because I was Indian, I was refused. In my job, we don't know one day the next. Like last night, we got called at 7 o'clock. Now, yesterday was different altogether. He said he might call at 7 in the morning, or anyway before 9. But that way he didn't, no call.